Shannon and Kanon stood guard in front of the door to the Golden Land. They glared quietly and fearlessly at the eerie fleet of ships across the horizon. Alright, you kids are doing great. Freaking pirate ships, my god. Like right in front of the gates of justice, ready to attack Marineford. Also, yes, I am gonna be making One Piece references. I know that for those of you who have not read or watched like One Piece, this stuff will fly past your heads, but I don't care. These pirate ships are like a cosmic miracle happening in Umineko. Like, I'm obligated to make as many pirate references as I can. Like, I have like a list of crap like right here to reference. I have like One Piece, I have Pirates of the Caribbean, I even have Hosho Marine here. Like, it's insane. Ahoy. Shannon slowly lifted her hands. Kanon also raised his right hand, and a blade that trailed red appeared there.
そこで止まってください。それ以上の接近を拒否します。それ以上近寄れば。切る。
Arr! I'm horny. Ahoy! They could see a single dinghy leave the fleet and approach them. They couldn't tell if it was a messenger or the first wave. Shannon and Kanon watched it cautiously. At the head of that dinghy rowed by goats stood Erika. Are you fucking with me, Erika? The fuck am I looking at? Is this real? What am I looking at?
I knew you'd like it. I've come prepared for your Halloween party, after all.
The flipping hell. What did you do? Read One Piece lately or something?
All of it.
All of it? Where had she gotten that headgear from? Maybe she was trying to wag the part of the fleet's leader. You tell me where she got that from. Nah, this can't be. This must be someone's joke. Like, back when I was downloading, like, Umineko Project, back in episode 2, I thought it was the original, but nah, you viewers probably tampered with the files and gave Erika a hat. Like, there's no way. There's no way. The object on top of Erika's head, as she glared at them with an audacious smile, appeared to be a pirate hat. And I guess in that sense, you also tampered with the script as well here.
最後通帳に参りました。交渉余地のあるものです。
Ryukishi, did you do this to fuck with me? Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not surprised that, yet again, something bonkers is happening. So, Ryukishi surely must have felt like writing this one night, like, you know, this episode is too serious. I will insert, like, pirate ships, and Erika will be the captain. Was this in the original, too? I mean, this looks like an edit that I would do. Like, put a frickin' hat on her.
開門してください。
Like I put the Nazi hats on her, and like police hats on her. Like, I swear to God, I did not put this here. I did not go into the game folder to put Pirate Erika here. It was you guys. You are the ones who did this. Erika was the one offering this deal. It wasn't likely to be anything agreeable. However, if they turned her away, the attack would probably begin at once. I mean, You know, it reminds me of one speaking of the police Erika edit. I did like an edit of Erika with the police hat and the sunglasses. I remember at some point, probably in episode 5 or 6, I don't know. But there was this one thing that I wanted to do at that point, like a joke edit. Like, you know how in this episode I did those edits where I put Umineko heads on like different moments and such. I was trying to do the same with Erika, but with that one South Park moment where Cartman is the police and is chasing Randy was his name? I think it was Randy. I don't care about South Park, but I was trying to make that edit with Cartman as Erika and Randy as Balor. It was something, but I never really finished that edit at that point. Maybe it was a little bit too much for me at that point, so yeah. As Shannon's nod, Canon erased his word. The Golden Land was filled with a hard downpour accompanied by occasional thunder. Realizing that this weather spoke for their emotions, Erika smiled even more boldly. At the center of the Golden Land was the arbor surrounded by the Golden Rose Garden. A large number of humans and fantasy creatures were there, arguing about something. Even without asking, it was easy to guess the nature of the debate by their anguished expressions. After all, in this life or death situation, they didn't have many options they could take. In the direction Erika was being led, with our goat guards alongside her, Battle stood waiting, accompanied by the Chister sisters' troops. Noticing Battle, Erika gave a bow that at least appeared graceful. Battle followed suit and gave the sort of graceful bow that was rarely seen from her. As though hinting that she was more than ready to go through with this farce, Battle introduced herself boldly and requested that Erika do the same. Ah yes. From the great witch of theater-going drama and Speculating's noble city of carefully selected books, of course. You know, I also noticed the Jolly Roger symbol, like, on your hat. I mean, I guess looking at it, I'm pretty sure that those must be, like, chopsticks. Yeah, nice one. Though I don't get what that is. Like, is that a cat? Is that a cat with a hat? Is that supposed to be Nico from One Shot? My goodness. You really are trying to do this just to fuck with me. I don't know. I mean, should I... Okay, Erika. If you truly are prepared, then answer me this. What is Usopp's new slingshot after the time skip? Kuro Kabuto. Trafalgar Law's Devil Fruit.
Diablo Fruit.
Nami or Robin?
Robin.
Yeah. I mean, darn.
図書の都は無限の魔女ベアトリーチェによって生み出されたゲーム版を名誉ある厳選されたる図書に認定されましたことを報告いたします。
I mean, you know, joking aside, that last question is a difficult one. Like, both Nami and Robin, they are fantastic. Like, I can... Like, sometimes I have a hard time choosing between the two. Like, the general... I think that the general consensus is that Robin is the best in One Piece. Like, people are gonna choose Robin over Nami, and, you know, it's understandable. It's just that in my case, it's a little bit harder to do so. Like, I like Nami as well.
ほう、それは名誉なことである。
このゲーム版は非常に興味深く、かつ独創的で研究価値の高いものです。すべての市民に公開される価値のあるものです。よって図書の都は我らにこのゲーム版に永遠の名誉と保護を与えることを命ぜられました。
くどいし長い。とっとと本題を言え。
本ゲーム版のすべてを名誉ある図書の都に譲渡することを要求します。これは本ゲーム版とその駒にとって最高の名誉と保護です。
嫌だと言ったね。
すべての市民に共有されるべき名誉文化を私的独占する罪で告発されます。我々はあなたに対しすべての市民の権利と利益を保護するため攻撃を開始することを通告します。
その攻撃で市民の共有財産が破壊されるのは構わぬのだ。
名誉図書保護法の規定により名誉文化私的独占を犯す犯罪者がこれを盾に籠城を試みる場合、執行官隊は大法院の許可をもって保護より逮捕を優先することが許されます。もちろんすでに大法院の許可状はこちらにございます。
ついでにその逮捕は生死を問わぬと書いてありそうだね。
おや、よくこんな小さい文字が読めますね。
You know, like, if Erika had like a devil fruit in One Piece and she was to become like a powerful pirate, I wonder what her bounty would be. I wonder what bounty she would have. Like, speaking of dead or alive.
では茶番は以上です。ぶっちゃけどうします？
Like, Erika would be the type to be the, like, in similar fashion to Blackbeard, she would choose the Yami Yami no Mi, like the dark fruit, and like just steal fruits, become an emperor, that sort of stuff.
そなたの要求を飲むとどのような利点があるというの？
お互い無駄な仕事をしなくて済みます。そしてあなたの勇敢にして名誉ある行為は図書の都にて誉れ高く終章に記されるでしょう。分かってますよね。あなたは絶対勝てません。これは戦いでさえない。井戸の底で上を見上げるあなたに石をぶつけるだけの一方的なものなのですから。
わらわに選べるのは図書館の魔女たちがわらわの最後をいかに記すかだけというわけ。
あとはあなた次第です。もしあなたがこのゲーム版を愛おしく思うなら報復すべきです。駒たちは末永く大勢の市民に愛され、その役目を永遠に続けることができるでしょう。
つまりは好き放題に生み出した惨劇を永遠に繰り返すということか。
あんたがしてきたことと何か違いが？
ないわ。以上か？ならばわらわの答えを聞かせよ。
どうぞ。
Erika tensed slightly. After all, this was the great This was the great lady Beatrice she was dealing with. She might shout, "Here's my answer!" dramatically and do something crazy. And they say a cornered rat is the most dangerous. Oh, Erika would know quite well that sensation. Because she's a rat. Furthermore, Erika had intel telling her that the Great Lady Blanda Delta, Witch of the Senate, had been spending her time inside the Golden Land, though only as a theater goer. Erika needed to carry out this noble task that her master had assigned her, and she had to carry it out perfectly. If she was honest, she wanted to make battle raise a white flag, even by trickery if necessary. So, even though this was a farce, she held back from giving any unneeded provocation. She gulped and tried to seize battle. She gulped and tried to seize battle up. Or seize? And then, with a pathetic expression on her face, Battle let out a sigh.
素直に言う。わらわはもう疲れた。
それはどういう意味です？
わらわのゲームはバトラとの戦いを終えた時点ですでにその目的を終えている。なのにその後の都合で何度もゲームが繰り返されたのだ。
Right. I mean, here we are, after that banger of a finale in episode 4. Prolonging it with more episodes like this. And you come here in that getup with all this talk of preserving unhonoring books and such. What will be next, I wonder?
わらわは正直もう疲れている。
正直、全く想像していないお返事でした。では、降伏なさると？本気で？
ぶっちゃけるとどっちでもよい。降伏でもそなたらに討ち取られるのでもどっちでもよい。わらわは誰の手であっても構わぬからこのゲーム版とその物語が幕を下ろすことを望んでいる。
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I spent like 2 years of my life on this story. It's really starting to get out of hand here, you know. Of course, that was a lie. She knew she couldn't win even if she fought. For now, their best option was to play for time. They would fix Erika's attention to the spot. And during that time, Bella and the others would steal the key from Ben Castell, while she was completely off guard. Once they had the key, they would return to the Golden Land, use that key to let Angie open the door to the future, and see her off. And that was their goal. Everything after that would be inside the cat box. Angie would live on to the future, with hope. No one would know whether Bato and the others were alive or dead. And that was enough. The only strategy Bato and the others could use to achieve this was to buy time.
降伏してくれるなら拍子抜けではありますが、私も手間が省けて助かります。
ところがここだけの話なのだが、そなたも存じておろうが、大ラムダデルタ教がご滞在されている。今日は我らにドラマチックなクライマックスを提供せよとだな。そのわがままを申されている。
Right? And she's so demanding too. Like, she wants this, she wants that. She wants a pirate fight. She wants mechas fighting each other. It's getting a little bit ridiculous here.
それはひどいわがままですね。10万の兵力を要する我が艦隊に すでに解き終えたパズルみたいな絞りかすのあんたたちがほんの数十人でどう抵抗させようというのです？
そうなのだ、そうなのだ。戦力差は圧倒的。
And here you are, Erika. Coming here with your giant army of goats, ready to take us, like if we oppose you. You know, I talked a big game about what magic means to me and sticking with this family to the end, but after Angie's death, it's soul crushing. I honestly don't know what to think anymore. I truly believed in Angie that she would be strong and, you know, she would be better than that. Whether she opened that book or not, that she would be able to live past that. But I guess after all the suffering in this game, like, Angie's death is the straw that broke the camel's back, in my eyes. Like, I don't know.
戦いにさえならぬと我らは言っておるのだがな。そのラムダデルタ教が彼女の友人たちを集めて共闘するから徹底抗戦せよと言って聞かぬのだ。
ラムダデルタ教のご友人？
Unlike Ben Castell, who kept to herself, Lambda Delta had many friends. Her friends and patrons were all formidable, including monsters that had become legends in their own lifetimes, and territory lords commanding vast influence over their respective domains. In all seriousness, her fan club, as she so called it, had enough size and influence that no one would have been overly surprised if it had suddenly declared itself an independent nation, right in the middle of the sea of fragments. Yeah, I see, this is another example of how Lambda Delta and Bercastel can just whatever the fuck they want and just go from story to story, and this is one of them.
困ったことにラムダデルタ教はやる気満々でな。さっきから勝手に各地に電話を繰り返し友人知人を呼びつけておるのだ。
Yeah. It really does sound like Lambda Delta is backing up this ultimate climax, like up this ultimate dramatic climax of the century in the form of a great shonen war arc. I mean, you tell me, Erika, what the hell we're supposed to do here. Of course, this was all a lie. Lambda Delta had turned into a small candy comet that was now shooting towards the City of Books with Beller and Angie in tow. Beller and Angie also became like Competo candy. So to make sure that Lambda Delta's and Beller's absences were not noticed, everyone was crowded around the arbor, pretending to argue furiously with each other.
バトラ様、ご決断を。我ら煉獄の七姉妹、いつでも死ぬ覚悟はできております。
玉砕には反対だ。死んで咲く果実などありはせんよ。
あなたは腰抜けです。生きて旅衆の恥ずかしめを受けるなど考えられません。
生きてこそチャンスを待てることもあります。
そうですとも。短期は損期とも申します。
マトラ、男ならバシッと決めろい。大ラムダデルタ様が力を貸してくれるってんだろ。
どうかんや、男には決断の時があるんやで。
決断は選んだ内容よりも選んだ時を称賛されることもございます。
降伏すれば乱暴はしないかも。
そんなことあるわけないわよ。あんたそれでもオスラよ。牙はどこに行ったのよ。
どうせ死ぬなら豚としてでなく狼として死にたい。
あんたバカ。
そういうのを犬死にって言うのよ。
ラムダデルタさんの呼び寄せる援軍の力次第ですな。
ラムダデルタさん、本当にあなたのお友達はあいつらに勝てるだけの力があるの？
賭けね。降伏して死ぬか、賭けに出て敗れて死ぬか。
あら、なら賭けに出た方が生き残れる可能性は高いってことになるわ。
大本院は名誉ある幸福には慈悲を与えるでしょう。
バカ元老院だろ。どうせなんだかんだ言って全員断頭台に決まったら。
とにかく皆さん冷静に頭を冷やしましょう。私は事を荒立てることには反対です。
君こそ冷静になるべきじゃないかい。相互確証破壊という戦略もある。仮に勝てないにせよ、こちらもただで済ます気はないという戦略は相手への抑止になるよ。
つまりよ、そっちがやる気ならこっちもただじゃ死なねえぜってことだぜ。
ラムダデルタの友達はみんなすごいよ。みんなすごい伝説と武勇伝を持つすっごい魔女や怪物、悪魔や神様がいっぱいなんだから。あんなお船が星と同じ数を並べていたって一息で吹き飛ばしてしまうよ。
大丈夫でしょうか。私たちの演技蹴取られないでしょうか。
問題ない。お前ももっと語気を強めて喋るのだ。無礼講に行け。
腰抜けどもめ、最後に一花咲かせてやろうという気概はないのか。ちょっとお待ちください。戦いを望まぬ者がいることもお忘れなく。私は降参が良いかと思います。何？ゴーだー、この敗北主義じゃんめ。痛い親方様、演技出すのであいた。
さあ議論も盛り上がってきたね。
私たちは幸福かしら、光線かしら、どうなのかしら。それは誰にもわからない。
個人的にはわらわは幸福を望んでいる。どうせ役目を終えるのなら、せめて自分が生み出したこのゲーム版はそのままに保存されることを望む。もうこれ以上わらわのゲーム版をラムダデルタ教に好き放題されるのはごめんなのでな。
こちらこそごめんです。あんたとは戦いに来ましたが、ラムダデルタ教のご友人は私の相手の度を超えます。
Secretly, Erika was getting worried at these complicated developments, and she was relieved that she hadn't pushed too hard earlier on. She wanted to curry favor with battle and end this with all bloodless takeover. Even the great Lady Lambda Delta probably wouldn't seriously think of picking a fight with the Senate. Her motive was probably something much more trivial. A simple desire to watch the game board's final fireworks from a front row seat. However, if she really did have some fireworks of her own prepared, it was at least possible that this could turn into a ruckus that Erika would have no chance of quelling. Dato saw all of this going on in Erika's mind, so she continued to act with an even more pathetic expression on her face. Even among witches, her acting ability was top-notch.
そなたもどうか力を貸してはくれぬか。わらわのゲーム版が美しい姿のまま保存されるように。
I mean, for Pete's sake, I cannot say that I enjoyed the idea of surrendering to Erika of all people, or her give us a hand and solve this entire thing. I cannot say that I enjoyed the idea of all of this, but yeah.
はりあの賑やかな御人を客人として招いたのは失敗だった。とほほほ。
わかりました。私もことを荒立てずに済むならそうしたいです。で、私はどのような協力をすれば？
わらわたちはさっきから降伏か降戦か議論を続けている。わらはもうそれに戻り降伏を主張し、ラムダデルタ教にこのゲーム版を壊してしまうような大騒ぎはやめてほしいと頼むつもりだ。
それは助かります。で、どうしろと？
わらわたちに議論の時間を保証してほしい。何しろそなたらの船がぐるりと取り囲み威圧しているのだからな。いつ攻撃されるかもわからぬと緊張感に耐えかねて皆破れかぶれになっておるのだ。だからそなたが我らに議論の時間を保証してくれれば一同も冷静になれる時間を取り戻せるだろう。
Yeah, basically.
わらわもラムダデルタ教を説得できる十分な時間を得られる。
いいでしょう。時間はいかほど必要です？
できれば気前よく無制限とはいかぬか。期限があれば結局は残り時間が少なくなるとまたみんな破れかぶれになり過激な意見に統一されてしまう。
そりゃそうですね。導火線で大事なのは火がついているかいないかです。その議論の前に導火線の長さなどどうでもいいことでしょうから。
ではしばし時間をもらえるか？
わかりました。議論の時間を保証します。ただし無期限ではありません。私はここで皆さんの議論を聞きながら待たせてもらいます。
それがだな、そなたの姿が見えていてはやはり皆緊張してしまって。
私はすでに譲歩をしました。今度はあなたが私に譲歩をする番ではありませんか？
They were some distance away from the arbor, but still just about close enough that one could get a general idea of what was going on. It might just barely be possible to hide the fact that Bella and Lambda Delta were missing. To convincingly pretend to be engaged in a white-hot argument in gridlock. But absolutely nothing was safe at this distance. If it were possible, they would either have kept Erika waiting much further away. Yeah, I plan to set up a seat of honor for the guest at one of the far corners of the garden maze.
何か問題でも？
わかったわかった。そう怖い顔をするでない。ならここでしばらく待つがよい。秘密会議であるからな。そなたはだな、この線よりこちらに来てはならぬぞ。
Bato drew a line on the ground with her foot.
わらわの顔も立てよ。そなたがこれだけ寛大な配慮をしてくれたことはわらわにとって何よりの武器となるのだ。
椅子もらえます？
わかったわかった。シエスタ隊よ、すぐにエリカ殿にお椅子と傘を、手ぬぐいもな。わらわが自ら拭いてピカピカにしてから差し上げようぞ。
お嬢様、守備はいかがでございましたか？
I'm just gonna give it my thumbs up for that one, I guess. The Cosma thumbs up.
今年の主演女優賞はわらわで決まりだぞ。
さすがベアトリーチェ様。
僕たちにできることは激論を交わし紛糾し、ことがこじれれば面倒なことになると演出することだけだ。
これもまたバトラたちを援護する戦いである。皆気を引き締めよ。本気で激論し 罵倒せよ。よいな。
はい親方様。
The sight of Goda, his cheek red and swollen from being pinched, made everyone snort. But they quickly covered their mouths and put fingers to their lips. Then everyone nodded at each other, and the fake argument resumed. Erika was sitting in a chair that the Chister sisters had brought her, filling a goat in on the details of the negotiation. The goat would probably return and tell the rest of the fleet. The fleet would tell Ben Castell, and Ben Castell might think of some plan to deal with this situation or give new orders. The conversation with the goat ended, and it spun around. He would return to the dinghy and report on this to the fleet. He left the rose bushes behind and passed through the garden maze, heading towards the door that led outside. Would it really be okay to let that goat reach the boats? If he made it back, Erika's report would reach Ben Castell's ears. The Chister sisters spoke through a secret channel that only they could use.
2秒に音も許さないにもうじきエリカの認識半径を抜けます。船頭のヤギの認識半径に到達するまでの推定10秒間暗殺は実行可能です。
ベアトリーチェ卿、暗殺許可をやれます。エリカに気取らせません。
許可しない。軍師が制限時間を切らずに船を出ると思うか。連絡がなくば決められた時間の後に攻撃を開始せよと命じられているはず。そのヤギを見逃す。
WO 了解。
The goat passed through the door. Then, after receiving a solemn bow from Shan and Kano, he got on the dinghy and returned to the fleet. Bow. I don't know, I am having like a hard time saying that word for some reason. I'm thinking of the bow, like the weapon bow, but it should be bow. Bow. Like I always like either I get it right on first try, or I say bow. It's bow. Bow. Bow wow chicka wow wow. The fleet would probably follow Erika's orders and stand up until an attack order was given. That gave the residents of the Golden Land a chance to assassinate Erika. But of course, that wasn't going to be possible, practically speaking. She was Ben Castell's greatest underling, and a witch who controlled truth. Tricking her was all they could hope for. Anything else would be wishful thinking.
あんたたちも座ったらどうです？我らのことはお構いなくであります。
Without any hint that she had just been talking about assassinations, Double O stood upright with her hands clasped behind her back. Surrender or resist until the end. The false argument resumed. Just how well and how long would they be able to trick Erika? Yes, the final fight for the Golden Land had already begun.
バトル、ここは我らに任せよ。そなたはエンジェと最後のゲームを取り返すのだ。
なんてバカでかい図書館だ。
I know, right?
この一冊一冊に私たちのような物語が記されてるんですって。
ここは神様の世界だな。
Yeah. I can even see a book from right over here that literally has the title Monogatari, which I've heard in passing before. I know zero about that one. Probably gonna get to that one at some point in the future as well.
あんたたち風情が立ち入っていい場所じゃないってことが一目でわかるでしょ。
After passing through the barrier, the three of them had finally made it inside the sea of books. For some time, they were overcome by the countless other worldly sights before them, but they quickly remembered their original objective. Yeah, just imagine like all the Angie, Beller, and Lambda Delta tippy-toeing around, sneaking around to find Ben Castell.
いい？まず勘違いしないでほしいの。あんたたちはベルンと戦いに来たわ。でもそれはベルンと直接戦って倒すとかそういう意味じゃないんだからね。
分かってる。
そもそも大ベアドリーチェと互角にあんたが戦えたのはゲーム版の上で互角なルールに守られて戦っていたからよ。ゲーム版を出ればあんたなんかバチンって叩かれて手のひらのシミになる程度の存在なんだからね。それを忘れるんじゃないわよ。
そうよね。ここはもう私たちの知るゲーム版じゃない。
俺たちは戦いに来たんじゃない。取り戻しに来ただけだ。
そういうこと。一なる真実の書の公開を妨げること。それだけが目的であんたたちの戦いなんだからね。そこを勘違いしちゃダメよ。
Metal and Angie nodded to show their understanding.
一なる真実の書はパーティーのど真ん中に堂々と飾られてるから奪い返すのは不可能よ。でも式次第によると鍵が入場してくることになってる。
Are we actually gonna go for another genre over here of spy movies? Are we gonna be doing like a heist?
ということは、鍵は別の場所に保管されているわけか。
It would be something.
そこが無防備という保証はないけどね。
あとはあんたたちの運次第よ。せいぜい幸運を祈るのね。隠れて。
Lambda pulled her head back from around the corner of the bookshelf. The others hurriedly followed suit. In the distance, they saw emerald green lights floating about and leaving trails.
「あれはベルンの使い魔の猫よ。今日はあちこちを巡回して見張っているわ。
私たちが来ることも読まれてる。
I have this weird imagery in my mind. Like, okay, think about the present day. There is the opening ceremony for the book in the realistic setting of the human world. Like you've seen before, with all the chairs, with all the desks and all that, in a building, and you have Hachijo inside. Ben Castell, the cat, is outside, and she is protecting the building with her cat posse from all the neighborhoods. There are like hundreds and hundreds of cats around the building.
違うわ。ここは広大だからね。迷子になるアンポンタンな来客を迷子センターにお連れするためのスタッフ猫よ。
And you know, it kind of makes you think like after their mission is successful in protecting the single truth, and you know, people get to learn about what is inside that book, Ben Castell and the cats are gonna celebrate all night long, like a bunch of cats singing in the night. It kind of makes me think of that one Tom and Jerry episode with Tom and his friends like partying.
俺たちが行きたいのは迷子センターじゃねえからな。
見つかりそうになったらやる？
よした方がいいわ。よその領地やゲーム版ならともかく、ここはベルンのホームグラウンドよ。あの猫一匹で猛獣の群れに囲まれたくらいの危機感は持つことね。しかも猫よ。勘も鋭いし仲間も呼ぶわ。気取られたらその時は覚悟しなさい。私も助けないからね。あんたたちをここへ連れ込んだだけでかなり厄介。私が降参すれば裸にひんむかれて 最悪のゲルカスかけら巡り100年くらいで許してもらえるかも。
Ew.
素敵だわ。私にもベルンの気持ちがちょっとは理解できるようになるかもね。
Oh, she will love it, I bet. Lamnedella wasn't laughing. Most likely, even this punishment that she spoke of was pretty optimistic. Despite saying that she won't offer her any more help, she's already risking everything. For what?
決まってんでしょ。
Lamnedella brushed her hair back and grinned.
あんたたちが最高のハッピーエンドを見せてくれるからでしょうが。
Yeah. Lamnedella hugged their heads at the same time, making their foreheads bonk together. Ow!
見せなさいよ。絶対。
Yes.
見せてやるぜ。絶対のハッピーエンド。
絶対に取り返す。
And afterwards, we're gonna be making the biggest Halloween party ever.
行くわよ。こっちよ。静かに泳いで。
The three of them swam out into the darkness of the deep ocean trench that was the city of books. In that massive, vast trench of bookshelves, they vanished into the darkness almost immediately.